Hey Merrill Cubs, so our skill of the week is optimism and being optimistic and finding kind of the silver lining or the good and the bad in our lives every day. So one of our books this week is called Even Superheroes Have Bad Days. And this is by Shelly Becker and it's illustrated by Kaban. When superheroes don't get their way, when they're sad, when they're mad, and when they have a bad day. They could use their superpowers to kick, punch, and pound. They could shriek, they could screech with an ear-piercing sound. They could crush wooden crates and bend metal gates. They could throw trucks and buses across several states. They could knock over buildings like towers of blocks and crumble the streets into rubble and rocks. They could use laser eyes to ignite forest fires, or fling boomerangs to deflate the town's tires. Yikes. But upset superheroes have all sorts of choices. Instead of destruction and loud, livid voices, they burn angry steam off with speed of light hiking or super extreme outer space mountain biking. They race to the rescue of people in need and delight in the joy of a super good deed. They hatch super plans to help banish world sadness, building fabulous theme parks for giggles and gladness. They chase wanted bad guys with supercharged zing, dragging hundreds to jail while the police dance and sing. They track down and tame super menacing beasts and transform pity parties to victory feasts. But displeased superheroes who don't feel serene could have super temptation to cause a bad scene. So far, if things haven't been going well, they've been keeping it together and they've been doing better things for everyone, right? They could blast icy blizzards on hot afternoons or walloping twisters in monster typhoons. They could spin super webs, super far, super sticky, and tangle up towns with their silk super icky. They could rotate the planet and mess up world time, or sit back and relax while the world fills with crime. When superheroes don't get their way, when they're sad, when they're mad, when they've had a bad day. They could super rampage. They could, but they don't. Because real superheroes just wouldn't. They won't. Instead, they dig down to their super best part, the strong superpowers contained in their heart. And using their talents, as true heroes should, they battle the urge to do harm, though they could. They acknowledge their sorrow, their anger, their pain, as they wait for their super emotions to wane. It's okay if they frown. It's okay if they sigh. It's even okay if they slump down and cry. But then they get up and get on with their day, saving the world in the most super way. There they are, all the different superheroes. So even if they were having a bad day, things were just not going well for them, they chose to turn it around and find the good in those bad days, and they used their powers for good things instead of not so good things. So I think that story is just telling us that even when life isn't really the way you want it to be, something happened that made you sad or mad or just upset you, you could sit there and pout, or you could throw a tantrum or do something not so nice, or you could find a way to turn it around and make it better. So I think that's something for us all to think about, especially while we're away social distancing. That's all.